Students, in forms of business organization lecture, in previous lecture, we had seen and studied about the human occupation. We had seen business and business activities in detail, right? We had studied about the profession, right? That what actually profession is and what are the characteristics and features, right? We had also studied about the profession, right, and employment, right. We had also seen the difference between business, profession and employment, right. We had also seen the characteristics or features of all three, and we had also seen the meaning of vocation, right. So at last we had seen the difference of all these three elements, that is business, employment and profession, right. So basically whether it is me or you or any of your relative or whatever, right, so every person is occupying somewhere, right. Everyone today, everyone is occupying somewhere, right, and they are doing some occupation, right. Generally we are asking that what you are doing, so we mean to ask his about his occupation, right, that what actually he is doing, right. Okay, in business we had seen the meaning of employment and profession. Okay, that's it. Now put aside this topic, right. Now take business, right. We had seen what is the business, okay, features of business, right, and we had also seen the business activities, right, economic activities, right, to whom we can say the business activities, right. Okay, now we will move forward one step, right, one step towards our subject, our topic, our chapter, right. We had seen the topic unit A 1A, right. Now we will see the unit 1B, that is various forms of business organization. That is our subject, the name of subject itself, right. Various forms means there are various types of business organization, right. So first of all we will analyze this word business organization, right. We understood what is business. Now organization. Organization means particular unit, right, that we are running, right, that one person or more than one person is running that unit, right. Okay, that is a business organization, right. And there are various forms, right, उसके बहुत सारे types भी है, right. There are various types also of forms of business organization, right. So in this chapter we will understand the types of business organization forms. उसके बहुत सारे forms होते हैं, right, वो हम देखेंगे, right. जैसे कोई एक्टर अलग अलग फॉर्म्स में आते हैं, वैसे ही हम यहाँ पे बिजनेस ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस के अलग अलग फॉर्म्स देखेंगे, right. We will understand that what is actually business organization is and what are the forms of business organizations are, right. There are various types of forms of organizations, right. We will understand each and every topic in detail in this chapter, right. So first of all we will see the meaning of business organization, right, form of business organization, right, that what actually the meaning is, right. This is a small definition given in your textbook, right. A business organization is a concerned company or enterprise. This is the first part. Business organization क्या है? As a concerned business organization, company or enterprise, right? First part, which buys and sells, right, which are doing some economic activities, which are doing trading, right, which are doing some buying and selling, right. Okay, is owned by one person or a group of person. It can be owned by means जिसके पास ownership हो, right, जो उसका मालिक हो, right, owned by one person or more than one person, right, whether it can be 2, 3, 4, 5 and n numbers of ownerships are there also, right. Okay, group of person and is managed under specific set of organization policies, and they are following some policies, they are following some norms of that particular type of organization, right? So here we can analyze two or three things, right? First of all, we will analyze this definition, that this is the first part. A business organization is a concerned company or enterprise. This is the first part, right? Okay. Second, which buys and sells. This is the second part. कि वो कुछ ट्रेडिंग कर रहे हैं, बाइंग कर रहे हैं, सेलिंग कर रहे हैं, कुछ भी कर रहे हैं, राइट? ओके ओके, देन इज ओन्ड बाय वन पर्सन और ग्रुप ऑफ पर्सन. ये तीसरा पार्ट है आपका यहाँ पे, राइट? दिस इज द थर्ड पार्ट. कोई भी डेफिनेशन को I already initially I told you that if any of the definition, if you want to remember that definition, you just make parts of that definition. You will get easily remember of that definition or meaning, whatever, right? Okay. First part, second part, third part. Third part is saying that is owned by one person or a group of person. Either it can be run by one person or it is running by a group of persons. Later on we will see that what is this group of persons, right? And is managed under a specific set of organization policies. ये फोर्थ पार्ट हो गया. और वो क्या कह रहे हैं? मैनेज कर रहे हैं स्पेसिफिक organization policies. There are some organization policies also, right? Particular topic, particular type of organization में कुछ policies होती है that they need to follow. Okay, so here this particular ownership has given most important, right? They been given more importance than any other thing, right? If we are looking the or type of organization, right, then we will first of all we need to say that about the ownership, right? We need to see about the ownership, that how many peoples are there in that ownership, right? Say for example, there are sometimes you all know that ownership can be divided also by partnership, जो आप पार्टनरशिप कहते हैं, राइट? इसे फॉर एग्जांपल मोरबी में बहुत सारी सिरेमिक कंपनीज है, कोई 5 पैसे के पार्टनर है, कोई 50 पैसे का पार्टनर है, कोई 40 पैसे का, कोई 10 पैसे का, ऐसे अलग अलग पार्टनर्स हैं, राइट? So partnership is on the basis of their head-made investment, right? उसमें भी बहुत सारे प्रकार हैं, right? Sleeping partners, active partners, बहुत सारे टाइप्स हैं, तो वो हम बाद में देखेंगे. तो अभी हम क्या समझ रहे हैं कि ownership can be divided also, right? If I am investing somewhere in some of the companies, then I become the owner of that particular company. Why? Because I have invested my money, right? Because I have invested my money. Okay. If I am purchasing something, then I am not the owner, right? But I am investing in the process, right? Then I am becoming owner. Okay. So here ownership had given the more importance, right? And with this only we can come to know that which type of organization is this, right? कि कौन से टाइप की ये ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, ये चैप्टर में हमें वेरियस फॉर्म्स ऑफ बिजनेस ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस देखने हैं और ये पूरा चैप्टर का ओवरव्यू है, राइट? देयर आर वेरियस फॉर्म्स ऑफ बिजनेस ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस. उसको मेनली दो हिस्सों में डिवाइड किया गया है. टू पार्ट्स आर देयर, प्राइवेट सेक्टर and public sector. Now you all know that what is private sector and what is public sector, right? The things which are handling by the government, that is public sectors, right? And the things which are handling by the particular private sectors, that you all know that particular owner, that is of private sectors, right, other than the non-government. Okay, so public sector and private sector and public sector दो मेजर हिस्सों में डिवाइड किया गया है, राइट। ओके, अब प्राइवेट सेक्टर में फर्स्ट पार्ट दिया गया है, उसको भी दो हिस्सों में डिवाइड किया गया है, नॉन कॉर्पोरेट एंड कॉर्पोरेट, राइट। ओके, नॉन कॉर्पोरेट के अंदर तीन है, सोल प्रोप्राइटरशिप, पार्टनरशिप एंड जॉइंट हिंदू फैमिली बिजनेस, राइट। और कॉर्पोरेट सेक्टर के अंदर है जॉइंट स्टॉक कंपनी एंड कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटी, right? Now in public also there are two types, that is non-corporate and corporate. Okay, non-corporate, in non-corporate departmental organizations are there, right? And in corporate two types of organization, that is public corporation and government company, right? So this is all about this chapter. ये पूरा चैप्टर इस सारे टाइप्स में आ गया, सारे फॉर्म्स में आ गया। हमें पूरे चैप्टर में इतनी चीजें देखनी है, राइट। ओके स्टूडेंट्स, वी विल सी द फर्स्ट प्राइवेट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एंड इन दैट नॉन कॉर्पोरेट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. Non-corporate means corporate and non-corporate, right? Corporate and non-corporate, two types of organizations are there, right? And in that also the first one is sole proprietorship, right? It's very easy to understand and you all know that meaning of sole proprietorship, right? Sole proprietorship means single. सोल मीन्स सिंगल, जो आपने बहुत सारा चीज देखा है, सोलो डांस या सोलो सिंगिंग, राइट। तो उसमें क्या है, वन पर्सन होता है, राइट। सिंगल एंड प्रोप्राइटरशिप मीन्स ओनर, हु इज प्रोप्राइटर, राइट, सिंगल ओनर, राइट। तो जो शॉप या जो भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का सिंगल ओनर होता है, दैट इज कॉल्ड सोल प्रोप्राइटरशिप, right? If there is a single owner of particular organization, then it is called a sole proprietorship, right? It's a one man army, right? पूरा जो liabilities है, right? पूरा जो पूरा जो संभालना है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को, वो पर्टिकुलर एक पर्सन को ही संभालना है, right? There is only one person to handle each and everything. Right? Okay. And in that, single person contributes the capital, bear high risk and unlimited liabilities. Right? Only one person, single persons को सारी कैपिटल, जो भी कुछ पैसे लगाने हैं, इन्वेस्ट करने हैं, that is only one man. Right? उसी को सब कुछ करना है. Right? If any kinds of liabilities, उसी को फेस करनी है, राइट। हाई रिस्क, इफ देयर इज एनी लॉस और if there is any high risk, then he is only a person, he need to bear everything, right? So here is a single person who contributes whole capital as well as he bear whole liabilities, right? Okay, then vice versa, he enjoys entire profit. And if there is any huge amount of profit or a less amount of profit or a moderate amount of profit, then only he has to take it, right? वो उसके अलावा और कोई है नहीं, तो he enjoys entire profit. He need not to give any share from his profit, right? He is enjoying entire profit, right? Okay, further, generally small or medium scale business, right? Generally this type of business, generally sole proprietorship we can see in a small or medium scale business, right? Here students note one thing, that small, medium and large, three types of business or industries are there, right? This business or industries are divided in terms of their investment, right? Different criteria are there. If the investment is more than 5 lakhs, then it's a big, large, right? If it is in between 2 to 5 lakhs, then it is a medium, right? It depends on the criteria, right? Nowadays the criteria has been little bit changed, right? So there are three types of business: small, medium, and large scale, right? So generally we can see the sole proprietorship in, generally we are saying that in two types only, right? Small and medium, right? Small and medium business scale of businesses are there, right? Okay. Then very less legal formalities. We need not to do much formalities like company or partnership or everything, right? We need not to sign any MOUs and everything, right? We need to just take a certificate of incorporation, right? Certificate एक हमें लेना है पर्टिकुलर अथॉरिटी से, राइट? नगर पालिका से पर्टिकुलर अथॉरिटी का हमें सर्टिफिकेट लेना है और जनरली ये लीगल फॉर्मेलिटी उसकी वहां पे कंप्लीट हो जाती है, राइट? यस, देयर आर सम जीएसटी रिटर्न्स एंड अकाउंटिंग पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू डॉक्यूमेंट्स आर देयर, राइट? बट वो तो हर बिजनेस में होता ही है, right? So it's a there are very less number of legal formalities, right, as compared to other types of businesses, right? Okay, and it is a very oldest and simplest form of organization. As we can see that, and you can take any of the departmental store or any of the general store, right? You can see this type of business organization. Only a sole proprietorship is there, only a single owner is there, right? And he is handling whole management, right? Whole organization, right? Yeah, if there is any huge amount of risk or a loss, only he has to bear, right? And if there is any high amount of profit, he is only to take entire profit, right? And similarly, he had not to do much legal formalities. He just need to take one certificate from government authority that he is starting this business, and on this place there is no any legal cases is pending, or there is no any illegal activities being conducted, right? And generally small or medium business is there, right? And it is the oldest and simplest in the form, right? Okay, so this is the sole proprietorship. This is what discussion about the only sole proprietorship. It's a very easy form, right? And generally in exam also these questions are being asked, right? Generally they are asking about the private sector, right? Explain the private sector forms of business organization, right? So it's a very easy. You just need to describe that there are mainly two types: non-corporate and corporate. In private, the first one we had seen that sole proprietorship. Okay. Yes. The next one is, after the sole proprietorship, there is a partnership, right? That you all know the partnership, right? But still there is some explanation that you might don't know, right? So here we will see, right? Generally partnership firm can be formed with two or more persons, right? That is a general term. Two or more person can form the partnership firm, right? Okay, but there is a limitations of partners, right? You cannot add more than 20 partners in particular business organization, right? Either it should be two or more, or less than the 20, right? More, you cannot go more than the 20 partners, right? So there should be 20 partners only, right? Not more than that. That is a limitation set by the government. Okay. Then in for banking industry, for banking, there is further more limitations. That is, only you can form 10 partners, right? Okay, you can form a bank with 10 partners only, not more than that, right? So there are limitations in a partnership business also, right? That there should be two or more person, or there should not be more than 20%, right? Okay, then share of capital, share of profit and loss in predetermined ratio, right? Predetermined means we had discussed earlier, right? Before we had determined, we had discussed, we had make promises before incorporating, before establishing the partnership firm, right? So we had decided that the share of capital, that I will contribute this much amount of capital, he will contribute this much amount of capital, and another one contribute this much amount of capital. Whether it will be a 60-40, right? Whether it will be a 50-50 should be also there, right? Whether it should be a 50-30-20, right? Any kind of share of capital that is predetermined, right? We had decided before we will entering into the partnership firm, right? Before we entering into the partnership, right? We had predetermined this ratio that I will contribute this much amount, he will contribute this much amount, right? In the same way, we should already determine about the profit and loss sharing, right? Profit and loss sharing, whether it should be in the proportionate of share of capital. Say for example, we had contributed 50-50 capital, right? 50% I had given, 50% you had given, right? Then there should be a profit and loss ratio should be 50-50. Whatever the profit will earn, we will distribute it in 50-50, right? And whatever the loss will occur, we will bear 50-50 in proportionate, right? So whatever the share of capital, whatever the profit and whatever the loss, right? Share of loss, right? All these things are predetermined, right? We had discussed before entering into the partnership. Okay. Terms and conditions are predetermined. टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस, जो भी कोई टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस है वो भी क्या है, प्रीडिटरमाइंड है, पहले से डिसाइडेड की हुई है, राइट? दैट एवरी पार्टनर, ईच एंड एवरी पार्टनर मस्ट रिमेन इन पार्टनरशिप फॉर्म टिल 5 years, राइट? दिस इज द टर्म कि सभी पार्टनर को 5 साल के लिए कंपल्सरीली पार्टनरशिप में रहना ही है, राइट? उससे आगे उससे पहले वो पार्टनरशिप ब्रेक नहीं कर सकता है। से फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर हम कोई पार्टनरशिप में कुछ वेंचर खड़ा करते हैं, राइट? वेंचर बनाते हैं, कुछ कंपनी का कुछ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन क्रिएट करते हैं और हम पहले जोश जोश में बोल जाते हैं कि नहीं हम 5 साल तक पार्टनर रहेंगे, फिर हम आगे देख सकते हैं, राइट? फिर जैसे जैसे लॉस होता है तो मैं बोलता हूँ कि भाई नहीं 3 साल के बाद अब मुझे जाना है। That cannot be possible, right? Yes, it is possible with some legal formalities and it is possible with agreement of partnership firm, right? It is possible, but somehow legally it's not possible. अगर दूसरे पार्टनर्स एग्री होते हैं, राइट, तो लीगल फॉर्मेलिटीज करके वो हो सकता है, लेकिन पार्टनरशिप लीगली अगर देखा जाए तो वो ब्रेक नहीं हो सकती है, राइट? ये एक टर्म है, ये मैंने जस्ट एग्जांपल दिया आपको, कंडीशन, टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस का एग्जांपल दिया, राइट? ऐसी बहुत सारी टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस हो सकती है रिगार्डिंग द शेयर ऑफ प्रॉफिट, रिगार्डिंग द लॉस बेयरिंग, राइट? जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल आज मैं इन्वेस्टमेंट किया है लेकिन मैं पार्टनरशिप में मैं वहां पे जहां पे बिजनेस एंटिटी है वहां पे इतना एक्टिव नहीं हूं, तो जितना प्रॉफिट मिलना चाहिए उससे थोड़ा कम मुझे मिले, ऐसा उसमें लिखा हो सकता है, राइट? तो ये आपस में एक बार डिस्कशन की हुई बातें हैं, फिर पार्टनरशिप आगे बढ़ती है, राइट? सबके एग्रीमेंट होने के बाद। Okay, agreement, yes, there is a term. Agreement can be oral or written. Yes, generally oral agreement should be avoided. राइट। ओरल एग्रीमेंट जनरली होता नहीं है और होना भी नहीं चाहिए। आज मैं अगर कुछ बोलता हूँ, चलो हम पार्टनरशिप कर ले 50-50, आज तू 50 दे दे, आज तू 80 दे दे, कल इतना तुझे प्रॉफिट मिलेगा, फिर मैं कुछ करके चला जाऊंगा या भाग जाऊंगा, तो फिर ओरल एग्रीमेंट का कोई प्रूफ होता नहीं है, राइट। रिटन एग्रीमेंट का प्रूफ होता है, right? So generally in business organization, in partnership firm, there is a written agreement, and this written agreement is known as partnership deed, right? Partnership deed. जनरली पार्टनर्स जो होते हैं वो टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस बना के एग्रीमेंट बनाते हैं और वो एग्रीमेंट साइन करते हैं सभी पार्टनर्स की सिग्नेचर होती है, उसमें पूरा डिस्क्रिप्शन होता है, दिस मच अमाउंट ऑफ कैपिटल शुड बी प्रोवाइडेड बाय दिस पर्सन, दिस मच अमाउंट ऑफ कैपिटल इज प्रोवाइडेड बाय दिस पर्सन, and if there is any profit or loss, then the share of profit or bear of loss will be in this proportion, right? तो ये पूरा जो अग्रीमेंट होता है वो प्री डिटरमाइन करना पड़ता है, राइट? सभी पार्टनर्स एग्री होके उसमें सिग्नेचर करते हैं और वो जो डॉक्यूमेंट बनता है, वो जो रिटन डॉक्यूमेंट बनता है, इट इज नोन एज पार्टनरशिप डीड, राइट? ओके, देन प्रिंसिपल एजेंट रिलेशनशिप। प्रिंसिपल एजेंट रिलेशनशिप मींस there is possibilities that some of the partners may or may not be active, right? Okay, कुछ पार्टनर्स ऐसे हो सकते हैं जो सिर्फ इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए हैं, प्रॉफिट खाने के लिए हैं, बट एक्टिव नहीं है, right? So this kind of partnership can be also possible, right? Sometimes it is possible principal agent relationship कि कुछ पार्टनर्स होते हैं वो एक्टिव नहीं होते हैं, they are sleeping partners, they kept this money for just investment, right? And they are taking some amount of profit also. Sometimes it is possible कि कोई इन्वेस्टमेंट, अगर पैसे कम होते हैं तो वो इन्वेस्टमेंट करते हैं लेकिन वो एक्टिव नहीं होते हैं उसमें, जो भी पूरा हैंडलिंग है, मैनेजमेंट है, डे टू डे लाइफ ऑफ बिजनेस है, वो हैंडल कोई और करता है, उसके वती, राइट? उसके और से वो हैंडलिंग करता है। So this partnership firm can also be possible with some written agreement, right? So students, this is just partnership firm. We can see two types. First one, that is of sole proprietorship. Second one, that is of partnership firm, right? Both are very easy. You just need to understand and you just need to remember few things about this business organization, right?